yesterday, we have seen differentiator and then the current to voltage converter. क्या लगता है आपको इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एम्पलीफायर होगा? इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन ये वर्ड आने से क्या लगता है आपको? ये देखो, ये डेफिनेशन में लिखवाता हूँ या ये इस तरीके से बता रहा हूँ. We know many industrial applications required a certain physical parameter to be monitored or to control or to measure. There are three different things. Either one needs to monitor that thing. That physical parameter can be anything: humidity, temperature, pressure, anything. That physical parameter he wants to monitor, either measure or to control. So these are the three keywords. And for that, the very first thing that is required is a sensor. Okay, that we study in our measurements and everything. Sensor, which will convert that physical energy into electrical energy. But what happens while converting this physical energy into electrical one? What do we face a problem? We face a problem that the signal which we are getting from that sensor is a very weak signal. So that we need to amplify. And in that case, where the amplitudes of a signal is of very low magnitude, we require a certain special amplifier, which should maintain certain good qualities which are required for this instrumentation. And that amplifier is known as instrumentation amplifier. So here, as I have written, that the changes in physical condition must be converted to electrical and to be amplified. Such amplifier which are used to amplify signals to measure physical quantities are commonly known as instrumentation amplifier. Now there are certain things which I can say, which are the requirements of this one. That it is required certain, you can say, requirements are there, some quantities, some necessities are there, which it needs to be maintained. Now, where do we require an instrumentation amplifier? We can say where we want to measure certain physical parameters and where we want to either monitor or measure at a longer distance. कई बार क्या होता है, प्लांट में बहुत हाई टेम्परेचर का फर्नेस है, लेकिन वहां इंसान जा नहीं सकता, तो वो चीज चाहता है कि वो कंट्रोल रूम से वो देख सके सब पैरामीटर. तो वो साइट कोई और जगह पे रहती है, बहुत दूर जगह पे रहती है, वहां पे वो सेंसर्स लगे रहते हैं, and through certain transmission medium that parameters are monitored or measured, and accordingly we can see at a longer distance. So there are certain requirements of an instrumentation amplifier which it needs to be maintained, I can say. So that requirements अगर हम short में यहाँ पे mention करें तो that requirements are, इसको बाद में मैं थोड़ा सा अच्छे से नोट से दूंगा कि which we can say requirements or we can say necessity or need of instrumentation amplifier. So it should maintain certain qualities like high accuracy. These I am writing in a short. It requires to be highly accurate. Then certain things are there like it should have high CMRR, means which should reject a common mode noise. So we know if I make an amplifier using op-amp, it will give a high CMRR. Then we require high gain stability. The gain should be as stable as possible. It should not drift away or change with the environmental change, temperature or supply. Stability with low temperature coefficient. Low temperature coefficient means the changes occurs with the change in temperature. It should be as low as possible. Then low DC offset. Then there are like low output impedance. Then most important is simple gain adjustment. अब ये टर्म जब हम एक्चुअल में पढ़े देखेंगे सर्किट, तभी आपको ध्यान में आएगा कि इसकी क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है. सिंपल गेन एडजस्टमेंट. देन लो थर्मल और टाइम ड्रिफ्ट. ये थोड़े से ज्यादा के जोड़ दिए मैंने, थर्मल एंड टाइम ड्रिफ्ट. ड्रिफ्ट का मतलब क्या है? ड्रिफ्ट मीन्स चेंज. बस याद रखो अपने सिंपल. ये टेक्निकल वर्ड्स बहुत भारी भारी होते हैं, लेकिन उसका मीनिंग समझ में आए तो वी नो विद द टाइम मीन्स एजिंग or with the temperature there is a change, so that change should not happen. या ये इतना कम रहे जितना कि possible है. So these are the requirements. So simply saying, I can say an instrumentation amplifier system or instrumentation system is used to measure output signal produced by a transducer, yes, sensor, and often to control the physical फिजिकल सिग्नल प्रोड्यूसिंग इट। इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इट इज यूज्ड टू मेजर output signal produced by transistor and often to control that physical signal. Physical signal, up suppose the temperature is rising. This is a physical parameter. The temperature is rising. That we are measuring, but we need to control it also, ना? तो फिर control कैसे करेंगे? Suppose if the temperature rises above certain threshold level or which is undesirable level, what we'll do? We'll do a cooling. We'll turn on some fan or will turn on certain AC. Like that, we can say it is used to control. With this idea, let us see the block diagram of instrumentation amplifier and then, oh, मैंने एकदम instrumentation amplifier शुरू कर दिया voltage to current बोल के, कोई इशू नहीं, voltage to control अब बाद में लेंगे. So let's see the block diagram of this one. So these are the different blocks, you can say, which are not drawn to the scale, where I'll name this as, this I'll call as input stage, and as usual this is output stage, and in between this is instrumentation amplifier, and this total system is a instrumentation system. You can say this is block diagram of instrumentation system. Now here what you will observe, this will be the, you can say, input, which is a, we can say, physical quantity जो हमको measure करना है या monitor करना है. Physical quantity वो कुछ भी हो सकती है, वो temperature हो सकता है, pressure हो सकता है, humidity हो सकता है. So to be measured, so this we are applying to the input stage, and after this it can be routed to a longer distance. So this you can say is a transmission line. This is shown here is a transmission line. This is a transmission lines. Why transmission lines? Because we are monitoring this or maintaining this at a longer distance. Okay, this you can say both are transmission lines. This is our instrumentation amplifier, as I said, as the name says. And the output stage, what it can be? This can be anything. ये हो सकता है कोई मीटर है, इंडिकेटर, और ऑटोमेटिक process controller. That can be any process controller. So here we can say, in this sense, this can be meters, oscilloscope, है ना. कभी कभी चार्ट रिकॉर्डर भी रहता है. आपने देखा होगा कि भूकंप जहां मेजर करना है तो वो चार्ट चलते रहता है, स्टाइलर चलते रहता है, चार्ट्स. और मैग्नेटिक रिकॉर्डर, कई बार कैसेट में रिकॉर्ड होता है, मैग्नेटिक रिकॉर्डर. तो दीज आर दी सिस्टम्स, you can say, block diagram, where this is the input side, where the sensor will be there or transistor will be there, where we are measuring the physical quantity. This input stage, after conversion, will be transmitted through a longer transmission lines to an instrumentation amplifier, and finally it will be given to the output stage, which can be either certain meter, controller, automatic process control, and all these things. So these are the blocks of instrumentation amplifier. Now just I want to ask one thing. वोल्टेज टू करंट कन्वर्टर एक छोटा सा टॉपिक रह गया है, तो उसको मैं पहले कंप्लीट करके इसका फिर बाद में ले लूं क्या? इसमें मेरे को ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर बेस्ड डिफरेंशियल एम्पलीफायर पढ़ना है, ठीक है. अच्छा, ये इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एम्पलीफायर समझ में आया कि थोड़ा सिस्टम क्या चीज है, ये क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग?
यस सर.
यस, वेयर वी वांट टू मेजर और मॉनिटर ए सर्टेन फिजिकल पैरामीटर, there the instrumentation amplifier is used, and it is a complete system. Rather, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन नाम की स्वतंत्र ब्रांच है, ये तो आपको भी मालूम होगा. उसका ये बहुत छोटा सा थोड़ा सा पार्ट है. नेक्स्ट पढ़ना है एक डिफरेंशियल एम्पलीफायर यूजिंग 1 ऑप एम्प, 2 ऑप एम्प एंड 3 ऑप एम्प. ये पढ़ना है, तो उसके लिए अब हम जाएंगे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में.